tonight. City of Maricopa Mayor Christian Price, City of School Board President Tori Anderson, Vice President Patty Coutre, Board Members Steve Bottle and Veronica Gay, Superintendent Dr. Steve Chestnut, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Amber Conley, Maricopa High School Principal Miss June Celaya, Assistant Principals Krista Barrett and Renita Myers, Athletic Director Corey Nienaber, Larry Beltry, Cynthia Calhoun, and Jennifer Miller. The class of 2013 would also like to acknowledge their senior counselors, Mrs. Donna Whitwer and Mrs. Michelle Schaefer. We would also like to honor our co-sponsor, Miss Aiden Balt. We would also like to acknowledge our teachers, many of whom have joined us on the field for tonight's ceremony. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our principal, Mrs. June Celaya.
Good evening, class of 2013, family, friends, and distinguished guests. Each year at this time, I rewind the school year and ask myself a few questions. What was significant about the seniors? What did I see, hear, observe that separated them from all others? When I spoke to you in the Performing Arts Building the other day, I couldn't help but look at your faces that have matured so much. I was reminded of 4 years ago when many of you walked in the door a bit apprehensive, excited, and nervous, unsure of what was ahead of you. Your freshman class was a bit of a challenge, I must say. You were assertive, opinionated, and confident. Yes, sometimes you were just silly. Your freshman class set the standard for what could be said on Facebook and text. I am still trying to learn what some of the abbreviations you all use for words. I still don't understand them. That, at that time, was a lot of drama. Remember? If you remember your freshman year, you also set the standard for looking really cool with your earbuds in. You guys thought of all kinds of ways to do that. I have to admit I was a little afraid at the time that we were going to see a freshman class grow up that was a little unfriendly and distant. As I stand here this evening, I see an amazing group of seniors who have redefined themselves to another level. This senior class has become the fighters who once fought for their personal opinions and now fight for the common good. You have mentored and monitored those around you to ensure that your school was safe and a great place to be. You see, your class cared about doing the right thing. Caring starts with building relationships, and you did that. Look around for a moment at your friends that are sitting here with you. Look around at your family that's here to celebrate with you. Because you cared about others, you have inspired all of us to be best, our best, and acknowledge the young adults that you have become. So when I look at the 269 graduates that are seated before me right now, I ask that you take away this message. Relationships matter. Your positive connection with people matter. How you interact with others will always matter. You have left your mark here at Maricopa High School as the class that cared more about others than of yourselves. The class that defined the importance of relationships. I encourage you to remember to talk instead of text, stand face to face instead of Facebooking, continue to take the earbuds out, and become a friend and an advocate for others. Years from now, you will look back on this great accomplishment with a smile and remember your time in high school. You will not remember the words on Facebook, but the fond memories that came with those that you met face to face. Congratulations, I'm so very proud of you, class of 2013. And now I'd like to introduce the salutatorian Senior Class President, Cynthia Yap.
Our salutatorian plans to attend Grand Canyon University in the fall as a pre-med biology major. She is an active member of the National Honor Society, the president of MHS, plays the flute in the Maricopa High School marching band, and tutors all 5 of her brothers and sisters. As the oldest in her family, she plans to leave a great example for her siblings. It is my honor to introduce Maricopa High School's 2013 salutatorian, Itari Garcia.
Good evening, and thank you for everyone for coming to this special event. Class of 2013, time flew by so fast, and we are now anxiously waiting for that diploma. Congratulations for your achievements and hard work. When I was asked to deliver a speech for graduation, my first response was, do I have to? And many of you who know me may still recall those complaints. I refused to write a speech. But as time passed, and with the help of my teachers, parents, and classmates, I came to acknowledge that this is an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime. I asked myself, why should I let an opportunity slip away so easily after restless nights of hard work? The only thing that was holding me back was my lack of confidence, and I couldn't let my fears take over an honorable opportunity like this. While many of us are excited to be graduating, take this experience as a reminder that our fears, challenges, or even mistakes should not be an impediment from achieving our goals. Whatever paths we are taking after graduation, whether it's college, a full-time job, or serving our country, take pride in your achievements and decisions. Don't be afraid of the uncertainty of your future, but make a commitment to yourself that whatever you may stumble into, you will rise again to be a greater and stronger individual. Let's take this moment to reminisce our academic endeavors we achieved to get this far. Do you still recall that moment of relief after knowing that you finally passed that dreadful math, reading, and writing Ames test? Or the moment when you finally passed economics class after a tedious studying session? Or a last minute review before taking the test? Trying to memorize how in the world does aggregate demand and aggregate supply work on a graph? What about that time when you finally finished that 5-page essay late at night for English class on the topic of Gatsby or Hamlet? Last but not least, having the audacity to dissect a cat in anatomy class. And for those who did not have anatomy, what about the awful and distinctive smell of preserved cat that hit you in the face before entering the 100 building? Even while having a part-time job, football practice, track meets, community service, or other extracurricular activities, we managed to get this done. This is evidence of our hard work and commitment to our education these past 4 years. Ray Bradbury once said, I know you've heard this 1,000 times before, but it's true. Hard work pays off. Within a few moments, we will be walking off this stage with a diploma in our hands, ready to be headed in the place called the real world. But this moment wouldn't have been possible without the guidance and support from our parents, teachers, administrators, relatives, and friends. Thank you for everything. A special thank you to my parents and my siblings. Mamá, papá, gracias por el empuje y la dedicación para ser una persona mejor cada día. Sus enseñanzas han sido una marca más en mi vida para ser la mejor de las mejores. Guadalupe, Joanna, Sergio, Kenya, and Joshua, if you're crying right now, thank you. Before I say farewell, I would like to recite one of my favorite songs titled In My Life by the Beatles. I find this song very special when friends and loved ones are left behind, but the good memories will remain in our minds and hearts whenever we need comfort. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed. Some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead, and some are living. In my life, I love them all. May your futures be filled with happiness and success. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2013.